TV that you were looking forward the most to playing Ty Debo, and now here you are in the championship round. The whole community is looking forward to it. What does that mean to you personally to play someone that you know and also play one of the best My Team players in the world?
I believe it's 100% better as a whole because, like, you're playing one of your.
And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before the game. Important to make a splash. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lou Williams.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And the Clippers starting five. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the three, the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the four with Lopez the five. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with DJ Augustin. And it's Middleton in at the three. And the shot goes down. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Now the Clippers with it. This game against Milwaukee here. It's their first look at the Bucks.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Middleton with it. Leonard picks him up. Unloads from 13. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Leonard finds Beverly. Back to Leonard. To the paint. Here's George. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. George has got 6 points.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Middleton can't get it to go.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
George looking around. Shoots over DiVincenzo. It's tipped. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And some changes here for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverley.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Leonard against Middleton. He can't get it to go. And Milwaukee will come the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. Seemed like they got something out of every possession.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
The kick out to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Zubac's the pass to Leonard. Over onto the Kumbo. And it's Leonard missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got his second bucket tonight.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Connaughton passes to Lopez. Back to Connaughton. For 3, Middleton. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. The Clippers also changing it up. Luke Kennard comes in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for George. Williams dishes to Jackson. Here's Morris. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. There's the lob to Portis. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was asked about his goal.
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
We've got Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Giannis inside. He's guarded by Williams. And the jump by Giannis.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Williams looking over the floor. Outside Jackson. With some arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Portis. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Portis. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Kennard kicks to Zubac. On the wing, Williams. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Bucks trail by 4. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan. Not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation. That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Shots good by Williams. Williams has got 8 points.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Pass to Forbes. Beyond the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
DiVincenzo against George. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And now that's how you start a fast break and how you finish it.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 3-point game. DiVincenzo finds Augustine. Shots good by Middleton.
This is exactly what you expect from DJ Augustine. This is why coaching staffs love him. He makes everyone better.
George against DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
It's really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Well, Paul George smack dab in the middle of the prime of his career, and maybe underestimated is his drive to win.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot by Middleton, wide open. That's in. Augustine with the assist.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Outside, George lets it go with the 3. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, back. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists. And that should do it with...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum, and it's Ibaka in at the 5. DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. Middleton finds Giannis. Lopez right side. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Leonard with the steal. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
And when Paul George has this kind of rhythm and pace to his game, you simply want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Shots good by Middleton.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Leonard the pass to George. Stolen by Middleton. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Batum with the steal. Over to the wing. Beverly dishes to George. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Back to Beverly. 5 on the clock. And Leonard has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Leonard's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Middleton right side. That's tipped. Leonard with the steal. George against Giannis. Outside, Batum. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind and the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
DiVincenzo passes to Craig. DiVincenzo kicks to Forbes. Buries the long-range jumper. Forbes has got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Outside, Williams. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 5. The 3. Craig pulls it in. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. For the lead. Doesn't go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Morris comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. Leonard with the steal. Leonard on the wing. Out to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Ripped away. Pass break, Milwaukee. Here's Forbes. And he finished it off with the lay-in. Forbes has got 5 now.
And that's such good work to make this a 1-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. And then for Los Angeles, Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Williams. Kennard on the wing. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside for Jackson. The rebound by the Bucks. Here's Connaughton. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. A putback. Pass to Forbes for the lead. Morris with the rebound. Here's Kennard. And he lays it straight in. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Tie. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. DJ Augustine out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the technical free throw is good.
And really, from second-round pick to all-star, Middleton's story inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in, and Augustine kicks to Middleton. Augustine dishes to Lopez.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
Just superb timing. Lopez stretches out beautifully to send that back.
Back to DiVincenzo. And the pass to Augustine. The Bucks working the ball around. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Antetokounmpo passes to Augustine. Middleton outside. Giannis kicks to Lopez.
Well, that's the wingspan of Paul George. He is so good at bothering shooters with that length.
Here's Ibaka. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists tonight.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Patrick Beverley on the inside. Okay, we see you.
Middleton for 3. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Lou Williams is checked in for the Clippers. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Augustine. Back to Giannis. Lopez left side. Augustine passes to Middleton. DiVincenzo with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Really left alone that time. Middleton's got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. Over Lopez. Ibaka, no luck. Milwaukee leading by 4. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. Pass to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Outside Williams. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Augustine passes to Lopez. Knocked loose. Middleton for three. They get the rebound. Lopez gets to Middleton. For three. Sinks the three-pointer.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hand.
Here's Williams, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
If you need a bucket under big-time pressure, Lou Williams is your guy.
Lopez against Williams. Lopez passes to Middleton. Down low. DiVincenzo kicks to Augustine. For three. Middleton. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside Leonard. And the shot is good.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Lopez outside. Middleton against Leonard. Here's DiVincenzo. And he banks in the layup. DiVincenzo's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Bucks.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. Now DiVincenzo. The kick out to Lopez. For the three. Middleton outside. George against Augustine. Back to Middleton. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so the Bucks take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
Welcome to 2K TV once again.
Hey, thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
All right, so last year you lost to Ginsanity. You come back with determination. You're a favorite in this tournament, and you had one tough road. Not only did you have to go through fierce competitors, but you had to go through people like defense to offense, and even facing last year's champion.
You're looking live and down at the Staples Center and is the...
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. So the Nets starting five. Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's KD in at the 4 spot. And for Los Angeles, Baca is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Now here's Beverley.
Hey, yo, right here.
And it's blocked by Jordan. And throw the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Off the inbound pass. With COVID shortening the season and the schedule speed being tinkered with, Do you think the NBA will make permanent changes to the season schedule?
Kevin, I don't think so. When everything gets back to normal, I think we'll be at 82 games and start, like we usually do in October, September for games. I just think the NBA has done a fantastic job of being able to adapt to this situation. It looks like a toy hoop for him. KD throws down with ease.
Here's George. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Harden, and what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Batum with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Batum passes to George. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here's Jordan, kicks it out to Harden. It's stolen by Ibaka. And pushing it out, here's Los Angeles. Up again. It's hauled in by Harris. The Nets on offense. 4-point game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, and I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
We talk a lot about shot selection, and we saw why. You want to avoid empty possessions.
And it's George again missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now here's Durant, following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. Count it.
Phenomenal concentration by Durant. Physical play is not going to throw him off.
Right side, Batum. And the layup's good off the glass.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Harden the pass to Irving. Harden outside. George against Irving. Here's KD.
He was a college player of the year, the first freshman to ever do it. We all knew Kevin Durant would be special.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a new group in for the Nets. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Irving. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden.
Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Brown drives in. Here's Green. That one's not going to go. And the Clippers will come the other way. I want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution and you saw the results.
Now, here's Kennard. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here is Durant, trailing by 4. Luwawu, the pass to Green. Outside for KD. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 6 to shoot. Pass to Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Both free throws good from Green. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Kennard on the wing. The pass to Zubac. Here's Jackson. Some solid defense from Brown.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
That takes poise, patience, and vision. Great pass by Kevin Durant.
Outside Williams. He kicks to Morris. Shoots over KD. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up through.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nets out in front. They lead by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Morris is out there with Kennard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Williams. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Williams kicks to Zubats. Morris inside. KD's on him. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Morris. So it's Brooklyn now, and keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. On the wing, Brown. Guarded by Jackson. Brown kicks to Shamet. To the right side. And Durant.
Oh, wow! He went high. That was nice.
Not a bad escape valve. KD to the rescue.
And Landry Shamet out of Wichita State. Some good young guards coming out of that program.
And another one, GA, that comes to mind, Fred VanVleet, also a former Shocker. Both he and Fred, they are knockdown shooters.
He dishes it to Green. Passes it to Llewellyn. Back to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Brown the pass to Green. Outside, KD. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Clippers trail by 8. Pass to Williams. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Kennard. The Clippers rebound. Jackson kicks to Morris. On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Brown. Kennard's shot is off. Brooklyn leading by 8. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Feeds to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Williams passes to Morris. Durant with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Green leading the charge. Brown wide open. He fires. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
It's good on the putback. Morris has got his second bucket of the night.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
And it's Green with the jam.
pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Zubac's with it, picked up by Brown. Jackson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The burst of Jackson makes him a hard guy to stick with and difficult not to foul him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Luke Kennard. And George is subbed in for Lou Williams. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet. Buries it from three-point range. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
Jackson against Irving. Pass to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Harris passes to Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Nets lead by 10. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Jones. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Joe Harris. Jordan is out there with Durant. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. And yes, it's good. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
And that one's good. Beverly.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Nets leading by 8. KD on the wing. Back to Irving. Outside for Durant. There's the triple. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
When you are dealing with DeAndre, you just have to wrap him up sometimes and hope he misses, because he is one of the most powerful players in the league.
Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And that one misses.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles.
doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Harris dishes to Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
He excels in pick and roll sets. DeAndre Jordan's mobility and leaping ability causes a lot of problems.
Harden against George. On the wing, Batum. George passes to Ibaka. Now Harden. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Harris kicks to Green. It's stolen by Ibaka. Leonard looking over the floor. The three from George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 7.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Irving finds Harden. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Beverly.
Just 6'1", but not many players more physical than Patrick Beverly.
Harris passes to Jordan. Back to Harris. Right side, Jordan. Harris outside. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. 2 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
For the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Bruce Brown, who's checked in for Brooklyn. Landry Shamet comes in for Irving. A shot by Williams, no good. Brown kicks to Harden. Shamet on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Shamet the pass to Jordan. Back to Shamet. Lets it go with a 3. Drills it from outside. And the Nets lead by 8.
If you're the D, you gotta chase Shamet off the perimeter. He's too dangerous from outside the arc.
From deep, George. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Brown dishes to Harden. Leonard with the steal. Williams finds Zubac. Williams passes to Zubac. Ibaka outside. Now George, guarded by Harden. Good work defensively by Harden. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Paul George is out there with Williams. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the 5, patrolling the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Another thing coaches love about Williams, he's a high percentage free throw shooter who gets to the line often.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Harden the pass to Jordan. And the rejection by Zubac. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kevin Durant.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
Both good from the line that time. Brooklyn leading by 4. Outside, KD. And here's Harden for 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Joe Harris is checked in for Brown.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
Outside Jordan. Second shot opportunity, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Stolen by Beverly. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists tonight.
You see the quickness of Beverly, blinding speed in the inside.
Out to Harris. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. Batum finds Beverly. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Quick first step. Beverly showing he's not just a three-point shooter at the offensive end.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Irving passes to Harris. Good. Harris has got his first basket of the night.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
George dishes to Ibaka. George trying to break free.
And that could be a big bucket right there. Ibaka doesn't shy away from taking crucial shots.
Outside Irving. Back to KD. Jordan kicks to Harden. And Harden with the stop.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Beverly against Irving. And here's Beverly. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Durant kicks to Harden. It's Jordan on the wing. Beverly against Irving. 5 to shoot. Harden can't hit.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Leonard the pass to George. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. KD dishes to Jordan. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for Durant. And it's the Clippers' ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And the arms of DeAndre just never end. He is a real threat to score, and the defense has to take him seriously.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Nails the tray.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Here's the three. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. A narrow win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
About as well as I could have.
You talked about this on your YouTube channel, that these games were a lot closer than the final outcome kind of showed. So for you, what do you think your key was to your success through the tournament?
I'm confident always, but I think the experience and then just my consistency on defense, right? Against defense to offense, I gave up 26 first quarter points. That's not going to be very good. So you just have to switch.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. DJ Augustine out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Irving. And it's Durant. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. And Jordan sends it back. They recover it. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton can't get it to go. And here's Brooklyn. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Now here's Middleton coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. Antetokounmpo against KD. Lopez dishes to Giannis. Trying to get open is Lopez. And the Bucks miss again. KD against Giannis. Now here is Irving. Tight defense on him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
I agree. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. Harris finds Durant. Outside Jordan. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way establishing the attitude you want.
And Lopez, with his size, is so good at just taking away space at the defensive end.
DiVincenzo against Irving. Now here's DiVincenzo. Not a lot of room. No one on him, and he makes the easy one.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
To the inside. Here's Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Jordan's got his second basket of the game.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And he also played really well in the win against the Pelicans. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
On the wing, Irving. Right side, Jordan. Harden outside. Irving surveying the floor. Jordan at the elbow. Just 4 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Outside for Durant. Fires the 3. Tips it. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 6.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Augustine passes to Antetokounmpo. Lopez left side. And Lopez throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Now here's Harden. 20-point game for him in the win against Orlando.
In addition to his strength, Harden has deceptive quickness. He just has this unique knack to get by whoever's guarding him because he's strong and crafty. Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. On the wing, Irving. The feed now to Jordan. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Here's Antetokounmpo. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Inside, Jordan. Lopez with the block. And here is DiVincenzo. They picked up 24 points in their last win against New Orleans.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nets lead by 2. 2K Sports back. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of it.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Portis is out there with Brook Lopez. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. And they're on the break. There's the lob to Portis. Passes it to Lopez. Out to the right wing. Down low. Here's Connaughton. Left side Portis. Over Durant. Connaughton tips it back in. Connaughton's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Connaughton kicks to Forbes. Shoots over Shamet. Forbes dishes to Lopez. Back to Forbes. Pass to Connaughton. Just 5 on the clock. A three-pointer off the mark.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Here's Luwawu. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Lopez inside. Defended by Green. And the dunk by Lopez.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Brown the pass to Green. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Kyrie Irving.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Connaughton passes to Portis. And that one is good. Portis has got his first points of the game. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. So for the Nets, Harris is checked in for Luwawu. Kyrie Irving comes in for Brown. And it's Harden in for Landry Shamet. And then for Milwaukee, Chris Middleton's checked in for Torrey Craig. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo, Get that name right, folks. He's one of the most unique, talented players in the league. I mean, long arms, which really create a lot of problems for the defenders, whether he's passing or shooting.
And he makes both free throws. 1:11 left now here in the second. Harden kicks to Green. The kick out to Irving. Augustine against Harden. Here's Jordan. Harden trying to get open. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist from Harden. Jordan's got the game tied up here for the Nets. To the left side wing. Here's Giannis. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. Now here's Middleton. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Harris finds Irving. Harris against Middleton. Outside, Green. Harris looking it over. 4 on the clock. Green in the post. Antetokounmpo's there. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. To the middle. Here's Portis. Back to Middleton. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll be back right after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside you. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a rope. And that's a wrap for our halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been quite a game so far for DeAndre Jordan.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Brooklyn now, Durant is out there with Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's Durant on the wing. Jordan the pass to Harden. To the paint. Here's Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. So they take the lead. And it's a 3-point Nets lead.
You know, knocking down the 3 guys, that's one of the premier 3-point gunners in the NBA, Joe Harris.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game. Oh, what a play!
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Augustine against Harden. Outside for Durant. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. The shot misses. Good D by Lopez. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. Lopez finds Giannis. Middleton outside. Trying to get open is Lopez. And that's good. Chris Middleton for 3. Middleton's got the lead up to 2 now for Milwaukee. Harden against Augustine. It's Harden with the drive. Basket good. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Durant against DiVincenzo. Middleton looking it over. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Middleton's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Bucks. Back to Irving. Lopez with the block. Now the Bucks moving it up. Bucks passing it around. Irving against DiVincenzo. Giannis kicks to Lopez. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Now it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
A shot by Jordan, no good. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. Back to Antetokounmpo. He dishes it to Lopez. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
KD against Antetokounmpo. Irving passes to Harden over Augustine. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
55 seconds left to play in the third. Middleton dishes to Lopez. Harris against Middleton. Trying to get open is Lopez. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Durant.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Middleton. Back to Giannis. Over to the wing. Three-pointer Augustine. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Dishes to Irving. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Passes it to Harris. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bucks ahead, leading by. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for the Bucks, we've got Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the point guard position. Feeds to Giannis, and the officials call for a 3-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Shamet finds Green. Outside for KD. Back to Green. To the inside. To take the lead. Durant, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Forbes the pass to Portis. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. They now take the lead. And the Nets lead by 1.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Shamet. Portis kicks to Forbes. Back to Portis. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Pitch to Luwawu. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. That shot misses. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. The drive by Giannis. And no good. Nice defense from KD. And that one clearly, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Inside, and Giannis throws it down.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Brown dishes to Green. The pass to Shamet. Yes, that goes in. Shamet's got 4 this quarter. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Now the feed to Giannis. Slammed home and he draws the foul. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, on the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
Giannis against KD. Augustine passes to Antetokounmpo. Now DiVincenzo. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
Back to Harden. Nets passing it around, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Jordan coming up big. His name is called, and he ups the ante and delivers.
Giannis passes to Lopez. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Boy, those are the kinds of plays that Lopez is known for. Huge basket there.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Bucks.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
From deep Harden. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're leading by 4. 54 seconds left in the game. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, he's just played angry tonight. I mean, he's taken that anger out on the rim with one throwdown after another. They have not been able to stop him from getting to the rim.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He told his guys, this is it. We need one final push here. Everyone working together. Let's go get these guys. He also talked about making smart plays with the ball. Kevin, you can't have any mistakes at this point of the game.
Pass to DiVincenzo. 40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Passes to Giannis. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
That and one free throw ups it to a two-possession game. Costly foul on the shot that time.
Jordan. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
DeAndre Jordan is simply wearing them out tonight, performing at a high level.
Augustine finds DiVincenzo. Now here's Giannis. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Harden surveying the D. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, it's awesome to see Harden giving his all on defense. That's been an area that he's needed.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
Were you looking at plugging in Lonzo from the offensive standpoint or the defensive standpoint in the lineup?
I would say more than anything, just me being comfortable offensively dribbling with him. It's like Luka just came out on Friday, I believe, right? And so that's a short turnaround. You don't have that much time to play with him. And so I played maybe 2 competitive games with him, and I'm not that comfortable with him.
There's a look at downtown Los Angeles. Now it's ended up.
Hey, Kevin, the clip.
There's been a transformation here in L.A. There is no doubt about that. D.A., thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with DJ Augustin. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the 1. Now here's DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Middleton for 3. Offensive rebound. Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
George with the bounce pass. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lopez passes to Middleton. Off target from 3-point range. Now the Clippers with it. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
And this one of the few opponents who really stuck it to them during what was an otherwise excellent season for them. You're right, they've got to have revenge on their minds tonight.
Here's George following the bucket by the Bucks. Drops in the layup for 2. Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think at this point you already know what you got, Kevin, and so what you want to do, I want to be the best at what it is that I can do, and that's where I think coaching staffs are focused right now.
And here's George following the 3-pointer by Chris Middleton. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Augustine. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Outside, George. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Well, on that kind of move, Paul George is such a great scorer. He can stay in control even at full speed.
Giannis dishes to Lopez. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Offline with his 3.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Beverly, the pass to Batum. George with no one around. He nails it, and we're tied up. George has got 9.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And Augustine kicks to Middleton. Over George. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Middleton's got his 2nd basket. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. George looking around. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the dunk by Giannis.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
And here are the Clippers now, following the bucket by the Bucks. DiVincenzo against George. With the shot. That doesn't go either for George.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Now here's DiVincenzo. A 24-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Here's Beverly after the basket by Milwaukee. .32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, kind of tough on the defense when you let Beverly beat you on the inside. That can get his confidence going from the outside. So damage from the paint that time.
Now here's Lopez. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
Yeah, but his shot blocking was a factor as well. 3 on the game, just a major presence on the D.
Just 3 to shoot. Augustine passes to Middleton. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Augustine's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside, George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, that three-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Bucks lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from State. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Well, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Morris is out there with Kennard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Williams. And it's Zubac in at center. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Forbes with the putback. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Bucks.
Great instincts by Giannis. Superb timing, and then he pounced on top of that miss.
Morris against Giannis. Morris into the lane. That's tipped. Pass to Craig. Dishes it to Forbes. Now Antetokounmpo. Zubac defending. Antetokounmpo passes to Forbes. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Now the Clippers moving it up. Williams leading the charge.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And here is Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The 9-footer's on the mark.
Although he's a little bit smaller, Lou Williams does not deter himself from getting inside and scoring over the top of the trees.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Forbes for 3. To the left wing. Pass to Craig. It's stolen by Morris. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. That one goes in. Jackson's got his first points in this one.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Forbes the pass to Connaughton. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Antetokounmpo kicks to Connaughton. And Forbes has it in the corner. No good with the triple.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Back to Kennard. 16 feet away. Reverses. Zubac, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Craig passes to Portis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside Williams. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. So, for the Clippers, Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And George is subbed in for Lou Williams. Milwaukee also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. DiVincenzo finds Antetokounmpo. Now here's Lopez, covered by Morris. And there's the pass to Connaughton. Middleton for 3. They get it again. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
Well, Giannis down there in great position down low and good timing on the putback.
Morris outside. 43 seconds left in the first half of the game. And the 3 off target.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Lopez left side. Pass to Middleton. It's up a 3. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
On the wing, Morris. Shot to stop the run. Here's Zubac. Second chance shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for 2.
He hits both from the stripe. Here's Augustine. Giannis outside. Puts it up from 15. No good on the last second attempt there. And so we wrap up the first half. The Bucks on top, up by 10. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points, 2 steals, and 1 assist. And that'll about do it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. DJ Augustine out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton outside. Augustine in the corner. Back to Lopez. The tray. Can't hit that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Beverly. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Serge Ibaka.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
George dishes to Batum. DiVincenzo against George. Shot clock at 5. Got it. Good job in the low post. George has got 14 points.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers, a skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
DiVincenzo finds Giannis. Middleton for 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
On the wing, George, defended by DiVincenzo. Here's Leonard, takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Leonard's got his first points of the night. Milwaukee leading by 10. Giannis passes to Lopez. And here is DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo kicks to Augustine. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Leonard. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Augustine with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Taken away by Williams. Here's the break. Here's Leonard. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Marcus Morris comes in for Leonard. The Bucks also changing it up. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. And Batum kicks to Morris. Los Angeles with another miss. Bucks leading by 8. Here's Connaughton. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Beverly's checked in for Los Angeles. They've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Morris against Middleton. The kick out to Williams. Back to Morris. And it's Zubac atop the key. That one rolling around and rims out. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. No problems knocking that one down. Middleton's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes. The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Ibaka, no luck.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Lopez drives in. Here is Forbes. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Clock at 6. Here's Middleton. Kept alive. Pass to Connaughton. And Forbes kicks to Middleton. A three-pointer, no good. Clippers trail by 15. Williams looking around. Now here's Beverly. Pass to Zubac. Outside Williams. Misses there. And so it's Milwaukee riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Williams at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Out left to the wing. In the corner, George with it. And it's the Bucks on the break. There's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold, and then take what the defense gives you.
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That is his first foul of the game. So, for the Clippers, Batum comes in for Marcus Morris, and Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Patrick Beverly. The Bucks also with the sub. DJ Augustine's checked in for Pat Connaughton.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Giannis outside to the left side wing. The shot's good from Forbes. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. To the middle. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And it just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
Now the pass to Augustine. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Augustine with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Outside, George. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. DiVincenzo passes to Craig. Giannis right side. Shot clock at 6. Augustine no luck. Clippers trail by 17. Leonard attacking, scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, with his developing handle, Leonard now has defenders at his mercy when on the bounce.
Augustine finds DiVincenzo. Now here's Giannis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's now 18 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Passes it to Batum. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Zubac the pass to George. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. So, for the Clippers, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac, and it's Patrick Beverly in for Williams. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for DJ Augustine. 14 feet away. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident looking performance for the Bucks.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis.
Just a force on the glass. Did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
And it's George missing.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Drills the three-pointer.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Leonard finds Batum. The 3-ball. The shot, no good.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. So for... But traffic. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lou Williams.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Batuma's out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for the Nets, Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 4. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Harden. Outside Irving. Back to Harden. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And George with the stuff.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Now, here is Harden. 20 points for him last game against Orlando. Durant finds Harden. Irving against Batum. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Irving. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set. But I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
You got to love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's good from George. He's perfect from the line this time.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
And here are the Nets. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
You don't like to count on points from your reserves, but they had some hot hands coming off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Leonard. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Los Angeles with another miss.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Here's Jordan in the corner. Irving with it. And Durant, here we go. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And the Nets making a change here. Green's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Harris misses. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Here's Green. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Morris with the block.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots, that's pretty.
And here's Leonard from 3.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
Finished off the break.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now, here is George. He had 13 points in the win against Memphis.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
Count that one.
Oh my goodness, Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Irving with the ball. He had 27 points last game. Green passes to Irving. Out to Harris. There's the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Zubac finds Morris. George, a beautiful reverse layup. George has got 8 points.
That's not an easy play. Paul George is an extraordinary player. Keeps his eye on the bucket at all times.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Luwawu-Cabarrot, he's checked in for Joe Harris. Brown comes in for Kyrie Irving. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. The Clippers also changing it up. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Paul George.
Well, how about the instincts right there by Lou Williams, not known as a defender, but picks the pocket there.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
And they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Outside, KD. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, you see, if you're going to foul him, you've got to wrap Kevin Durant up. He's too good at absorbing contact and finding a way to score.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
Here's Williams, and he comes up with the deuce.
Boy, the dribble drive by Lou Williams, such a special aspect to what he does.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in at the power forward. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. And the shot goes in. Jordan's got his first basket.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
George looking around. Beverly finds George. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Ibaka, the pass to Batum. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. That doesn't go either for George.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
On the wing, Brown. The pass to Shamet. And here is Brown. Right side, Jordan. It's stolen by Ibaka. Passes it to George. To the paint. Ibaka against Jordan. A shot by George, wide open. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Leonard from deep. And it's George again missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Shamet the pass to Green, and he banks in the layup. Now just a 5-point Clipper lead.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's George. He's got 12. Down low. Ibaka. This is to Batum. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
2 minutes.
Ibaka finds George. Beverly wide open. Los Angeles with another miss. Nets trail by 3. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Green leading the charge. No good from Luwawu. And Los Angeles guys shooting 40% from the field. George. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, Paul George just putting on a show right now. He's been around this league for a long time. The confidence is there.
Jeff Green on the wing. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Luwawu. The dish to Jordan. In the corner. Shamet with it. Pass to Luwawu. 17-foot shot on the way. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Green. Now here's Beverly. He's covered by Shamet, and Beverly kicks to Leonard. Back to Beverly, and the pass to George. Batum dishes to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Now, Kawhi Leonard makes dunks look easy. That ball looks like a grapefruit in his hands.
The Nets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Outside, Green. Back to Shamet. Outside, Green. Brown kicks to Shamet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Green, the pass to Luwawu. It's hauled in by George. Los Angeles leading by 5. Inside. And Ibaka slams it in.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively, because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
Back to Brown. Here's Shamet. And the rejection by Ibaka. And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 14 points, 2 assists. That's all for now.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We've got Irving. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination, so impressive.
George dishes to Beverly. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night. Jordan kicks to Irving. On the way, Harris. It's good from long range. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The very quick response from deep by Joe Harris. We love it.
Passes it to Ibaka. From deep, George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
It's Harden with the drive. Back to Jordan. Durant wide open. He fires. His 3-pointers off the mark.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 8-point game.
Guys, Kyrie Irving stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Wow, how about the reach of DeAndre Jordan? That looked darn near impossible.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Kennard for three. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. And here is Williams. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Jackson passes to Williams. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. Here's KD. And then Durant with the jam.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Williams passes to Zubac. And here's Kennard. And nothing is falling for him right now. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Irving finds Jordan. Irving drives in, and it's good for 2. And it's a 3-point Nets lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Misses the 3. Nets leading by 3. Moving it up. Irving dishes to Jordan. Outside for Durant. And the shot goes in. KD's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Durant embracing the contact, plays with so much confidence.
On the wing, Morris. Back to Williams. Left side, Jackson. Up top, Zubac. Williams outside. And the Clippers miss again.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Here's Zubac. And he gets the whistle. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Nets leading by 5. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverly. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka, and it's George in at the 2-guard spot.
Well, Patrick Beverly puts it on the deck, drives to the cup, and will get to the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. Landry Shamet's checked in for Luwawu. Both free throws good from Beverly. And the Nets with possession here. 3-point lead. Outside, KD. Back to Irving. Feeds it to Green. Outside for Durant. And he makes good on the layup. And the Nets lead by 5.
Boy, KD just lethal on the drive to the rack, and he gets a head of steam behind him. Forget about it.
Pass to Batum. Over in the corner, Beverly. Back to Batum. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball. Count it. Irving's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Pass to Batum. The 3 from George. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
On the wing, Irving. Shamet on the wing. Brown outside. Irving for 3. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's George finishing it off.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
The feed to Brown. Back to Irving. Shamet on the wing. Brown outside. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Brown the pass to Green. The kick out to Irving. And the Nets miss again. Clippers trail by 5. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 21.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And on the way from Irving for 3, Serge Ibaka pulls it in. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And it's Green missing. Leonard kicks to Ibaka. The pass to Batum. From deep, George. A rebound by the Nets.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
No, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
In the corner, George with it. Cans it from downtown. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Beverly. Leonard dishes to Beverly. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Ibaka. No good. That would have tied it.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Let's prove it time. Fourth quarter. Don't get it done.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. I have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis, he talked with the team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep him focused.
Well, Mr. Harris in the clutch. Welcome to the show.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Katie against Batum. Lets it fly. The Clippers rebound. Zubac. George passes to Batum. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Green. Harden finds Harris. On the wing, Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Irving's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they...
See what that Hondo is all about.
That's the match made in heaven for everybody in the comp community. My team, Pro-Am, like, they hear Ty's name from my team and my name just sparking around, like, let's see who's better when the money's on the line. That's what everybody wants to see. So I think it's going to help the community grow in the best way possible. Yeah, I can't wait to get to it.
There it is. I can't wait for this series.
Well, the weekend of it. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Kyrie Irving. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with DJ Augustin. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Pass to Harden. You know how this goes, Clark. Some guys check the standings every morning. Others won't look at it at all. They'll try to avoid it. What was your approach?
Well, you know, we were struggling as a team during my time in the NBA with the Pacers, so I wasn't doing too much standing watching. But for those guys that are thinking about it, it varies. Individuals look at it differently. I would be a guy who wouldn't want to see it all the time. That's like getting on the scale every day. That wouldn't serve me too well.
And here is Jordan following the 3-pointer by Chris Middleton. High post, KD. Giannis is there. 6 to shoot. Harden can't hit.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And Augustin kicks to Giannis. Middleton with it. Guarded now by Durant. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. Feeds to Giannis. Middleton up top. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Lopez. Harden grabs the miss.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. The Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Magic.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Back to Harden. On the wing, Harris. Back to Harden. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustin.
You know, for a sharpshooter like Forbes, guys, getting points inside can only help him be more effective on the perimeter. It actually adds a step to his quickness.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Now here's Portis, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Portis kicks to Forbes, puts it up from 12, knocks it loose, and taken away by Brown. Green, the pass to Durant. Here's Irving. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Here's Portis. Pass to Connaughton. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
The Nets making a switch here. Shamet's checked in.
And though he's still young, Giannis Antetokounmpo is already elite. I mean, his athleticism and length, really hard to contain.
Irving dishes to Green. Pass to Shamet. Here's Irving. Makes it off the glass. Irving's got 6.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Connaughton kicks to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Shamet the pass to Irving. Launches it. No good there. And that does it for the first quarter. Milwaukee on top, leading by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got Portis, and it's Craig in at the 4. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. The Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against New Orleans.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Middleton outside. The offensive rebound. Craig passes to Portis. Misses from short range. Brooklyn trailing. Fires for 3. Luwabu's shot is off. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Craig. The Bucks working the ball around. The pass to Portis. Here's Connaughton. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Brown. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Craig can't get it to go. And so Green will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Green. Pass to Luwawu. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Connaughton. To the inside. Craig, good. And the Bucks lead by 1. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Jordan Back to Shamet. And stolen by Portis. Fast break, Milwaukee. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. And now it's a 3-point Milwaukee lead. Shamet on the wing. Passes it to Luau. They kick it out to Green. Stolen by Middleton. Connaughton passes to Portis. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Green with the ball. Pushing it up. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Pass to Luau. Dishes to Jordan. And he makes that one. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Pushing it up. Here's Shamet. No good on the 3. Bucks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Connaughton kicks to Middleton. Here's Craig. No good that time. The Nets go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
And the Bucks with possession here. After the basket by Brooklyn, now the pass to Forbes. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Nets with the lead. It's 2-on-1. Here's Luau. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Middleton. There's Portis, and Portis throws it down. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Now Brown, 14 points from him the last game against Orlando. Here's Jordan, and the shot is long.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And the second free throw, good. He gets it up, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bucks lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a... Thanks for joining.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been quite a game so far for DeAndre Jordan.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Shutting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. Left side Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Brook Lopez.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
And so Irving nails both of them. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Giannis inside, guarded by Harden.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Here's Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Augustine finds DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. Pass to Giannis. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Harris with it. And a deep three from Irving. No good from outside. And here is Lopez. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. DiVincenzo passes to Augustine. He feeds it to Giannis. Can't cash in from close range.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Middleton dishes to Augustine. Giannis against KD. 5 on the clock. Here's Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for DJ Augustine. Harris passes to Green. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Green's got his second basket of the night.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Connaughton. Forbes dishes to Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 16.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
And Green gets it to go.
Hey, we know Harden can score it, but he also has great vision.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. A 2-point game. Back to Connaughton. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Irving passes to KD. He dishes it to Harden. Poked away. Back to Durant. Harris inside. Here's Harden, and he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got his second bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's Giannis, and the dunk by Giannis.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Harden dishes to Green. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's DiVincenzo. Lopez outside. Back to DiVincenzo. It could go. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And we'll be... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. DJ Augustine out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Back to Augustine. Inside. Clock at 4. And easy 2 points on the layup. Augustine's got his first bucket of the night.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Passes it to Connaughton. Bucks passing it around. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. That 3 off the mark. Nets trail by 4. Durant, the pass to Green. The kick out to Brown. Shamet on the wing. And stolen by DiVincenzo. High post Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got his 3rd assist on the night. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Pass to Augustine. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Brown. Antetokounmpo. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
And Giannis is a beast, a Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Green passes to Harden. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots, and you can definitely see a difference.
KD comes with a double team. Connaughton kicks to DiVincenzo. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Brown. That's short off the rim. Nets trail by 6. Outside, Green wants to get it to Shamet and does. Green passes to Harden. From the arc. And that one is off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. The pass to Augustine. Giannis high post. It's stolen by Green. Brown outside. Harden surveying the D. The feed now to Green. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Yeah, big call there on the goaltend. He just didn't get to it soon enough. Boy, that's a tough break.
And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. The Nets also changing it up. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Joe Harris comes in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for Landry Shamet. DiVincenzo finds Middleton. And it's sent back by KD.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
1:30 left in the fourth. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's Irving missing. Milwaukee in the lead. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
The three from Harden. Rebound, Milwaukee.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Middleton, plenty of room around him, and it's good. Now it's a 6-point Bucks lead.
Middleton, the kind of player that simply relishes the pressure. He's comfortable taking the big shots.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And the Nets with possession here. Harden outside. Three-pointer. 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Nets. Durant dishes to Harden. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
Augustine finds Middleton. Another miss by Middleton. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.